Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A-plus level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart, and they both possess a similar height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 12 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Fontana, California, Bobby King Green. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Dynamite. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Ready to fight?
All right, so lofty expectations for this matchup as round 1 gets underway. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but on the other, truly a fighter who can do it.
And that guy will usually have the advantage on paper. When you're a striker at this guy's level, that will normally balance out whatever advantage the other guy has.
Effective strike there by Green. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
All right, single collar tie now.
Head kick.
Just missed with the straight left hand. Punch coming, it's blocked. Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Green.
Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown land.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Throws the right hand there. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Way to hide that leg kick.
Nice punch by Green. Slips that left hand. And he landed the right hand there. And they separate.
Oh, nice. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, huge. And right there, his opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
That's a big strike right there.
Oh, nice straight punch there by Green.
Caught that kick there.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes stop throwing. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. And now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot. Beautiful punch.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target, but even if the feet aren't moving, you got to be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice.
Head kick there, blocked by Green.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Ooh.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
Great punch landed with so much power. Powerful leg kick land.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Serve him up. Go get him. Goes hurt.
Back to the feet. Oh, big hook, that'll sting. Knee to the body.
Big leg kick land. Came with inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
How good is that right hand? Nice 20 seconds left to go in round two. Oh, nice jab there. He told us on Thursday he wanted to break this dude's nose. That is certainly a step in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. You are battering that nose.
And the horn sounds on round two.
Take a seat, bro. Listen, he's outstriking us. You're down on the scorecard. I need you to fight smart. If you start losing the stand-up battle, I want you to look.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Switching stances here. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. And there comes the separation now.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Trying the... Oh! Huge right hand! Back to the feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh! Pinpoint accuracy on that kick.
No wind up, no tell, just a brutal kick.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for Abe. Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look for him to transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish.
Getting tighter. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstands, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, he just hurt him, he just hurt him.
Whoa!
There it is! It's over! Oh, my goodness! What a performance!
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming, so a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages. Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bobby King Reed.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I gotta think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out cold.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.